Hey everyone, welcome to As You Are podcast. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Alexa.
If you are new here, welcome and make sure to subscribe.
And if you've been here, thank you so much for your love and support.
So today we've been working a lot on the background. We've been working on the logo. My good friend Isa, she helped us with that. So you're going to see a lot of fun changes. Thank you, Isa. I love it. I love you and we loved it. So yeah, we've been working a lot on that today, but we wanted to do a quick recap on the setup.
You can tell that it's very simple. Drapery, chairs, rug, table.
And of course, like tech stuff, camera, lightings, and mics. Most of the things that we've mentioned before are from Amazon and the table from Target.
And we'll have links.
Oh yes, we'll have links for everything down below. And we wanted to start with the chairs. It's the main thing. And the setup and what most people were interested about.
And it's the first thing that we decided to get.
So you got a nice comment about someone wanting the chair, right?
Oh yes, somebody in
That was so
person
cute.
told me that she saw our reels on Instagram, which by the way, if you haven't seen and if you want to see us unboxing everything and how we're putting everything together, you can go on Instagram and TikTok.
And YouTube shorts.
From the shorts, she saw the chairs and she was like, they look so comfortable. And we had said that we got them on Amazon. So then she went on Amazon, she found the chairs and it was in her cart when I was talking to her and she was ready to purchase it. So one thing that we'll say about the chair is it's super comfortable, but if you're thinking about buying it for your house, keep in mind that it's very low to the ground.
Yeah, it's not regular sitting height. The seat, it's not as high as the sofa. So if you wanted to put it next to it, it wouldn't.
It depends on the height of your sofa, basically.
The height and also the vibe. Like if you want it to be more sturdy, more comfortable.
Yeah, and I mean
wide.
this is pretty sturdy. Like the back holds us very well.
Yeah, and you can see, and we're gonna post it here too. It's when you purchase it, it comes in a box and it's airtight.
Yeah, like vacuum
sealed. Yeah, it's vacuum sealed and it's very compact. So that's something to keep in mind when you open it. You need to leave it for like 48 hours so it can like expand and take its form, I guess. And you are not allowed to sit on them, even though we quickly try them.
We did.
A little snippet. We tried it for like for 10 seconds to see if it was actually sturdy enough.
Yes, and thank God it worked for us because this is something we did not know how we were gonna return if we needed to return it.
You'll see that it came in a bag.
Yes.
So to put it back, to imagine trying to fold this into like a tiny bag.
Yeah.
Make sure that that's what you want.
But just know that you probably won't be returning it.
If you buy it, you keep it. You use it somewhere.
Yes.
But it's really comfortable.
Yes, they're very comfortable.
And the fabric too is really soft.
Yeah, the fabric is nice.
It's nice. It doesn't feel.
Now, I don't know how resistant it is to staining and all of that. So if you're thinking of getting white, I think it comes in different colors.
It comes, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're thinking of getting white, just be careful because I don't know how cleanable this is. And the cover does not come off. Not that I know of.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I didn't see any zippers or.
Yeah. So the next thing was the rug.
The rug.
That we knew we wanted something soft and furry.
Yeah. For what we wanted, I think this works perfectly because it's just more the feeling that it gives to the room more than the quality. Yes. Also, it's a huge size. I think this is 12 by 10. And we had to fold it on the sides because the setup, it's wide, so we didn't want to see half the floor, half the area rug. So we wanted to get like a huge area rug so we can fold it on the side.
Yeah, and it came also another thing about rugs is usually they come in rolls long.
Oh,
and sometimes it's really hard to return, but this one came in a box folded.
I think it's pretty soft in a way. It's like not a blanket, but you can fold it as if it was a blanket. The bottom of the rug,
as if it was a blanket.
It's
like if you think of a bathroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like a shower mat.
Yeah,
it's that.
Yes,
just
it
picture
has
that.
like a foam at the bottom with sticky things underneath. So.
Like anti-slippery. So the next thing, I would say the draperies. Our backdrop. We wanted it to cover the full wall since we have also the window in the back. When we film, we didn't want to see the light coming through.
And these curtains, they are blackout. So we put the roller blind down, but then also the curtains in themselves have a blackout lining.
It's a blackout. Yeah, it protects us double from the sun. Basically, when it's closed, you cannot see the sunlight.
Because if we're filming, so far we've only been filming at night. But even if we were filming during the day, the setup would look the exact same.
Exactly.
So we wanted to maintain the consistency.
And that was one of the things that was a little bit hard to get it right, just because. First of all, we have concrete ceilings, so we had to get a stick-on drapery track. So because we cannot drill it, and that was easy to install. It just since it was not sticking on properly.
Yeah, it's not really sticking. The concrete has holes in it because it's not a flat surface. Then the grip is not as good. Yeah. But I mean, it still works, and we're just trying different tapes to see what will hold best. But if you want floor-to-ceiling drapery, and you don't necessarily want to drill holes on your ceiling, then stick-on drapery tracks are a good solution.
Yeah, are a good solution. The only thing that you need to measure is the ceiling height, and these draperies come in different ceiling heights and same width, but different ceiling heights, so you can adjust it very, very easily. I think the ones that we got are just like a few inches shorter to that, and then since we wanted to get this ripple fold effects, which is wavy and not too flat, we had to get twice the width of the room.
That's something to consider if ever. Well, we're talking as interior designers now, which is probably the only episode which we'll have the chance to do that. But if you are buying curtains, please don't buy the curtain for the exact amount of length of your window or your wall. You need to double it, because or else you're not gonna get the beautiful ripples that we have in
ripple
the back
effects. It's like
the wave. Yeah.
For those who don't know that.
So you would not see the volume that we have at the back. You might think like, oh, but it's too much. I don't want to buy all of that. It's worth it. Yeah. It's gonna look cheap if you don't.
Otherwise, it's gonna look cheap.
It's gonna look cheap. So I think the wall here is 10 feet wide. No. How wide is this?
10 feet, I think.
10 feet. And we have 6 panels.
6 panels. Each panel, I think, was
52 inches.
52. So, yeah, that's just a quick calculation that you have to do before purchasing the draperies.
We also, at the back of the drapery, had to put on hooks.
Since we ordered 6 panels, they're not attached to each other, so we got pins to attach them in between. So we attached 3 panels on one side and then 3 to the other side. So when you open them, you don't need to move all 3 individually. It just carries around easily, and then we split it in the middle. You cannot see them from this side. It's just hidden on the back.
The set is very monochromatic, white on white, and we knew that we wanted a wood element.
Yes, to break it up.
To break it up and bring a lot of warmth into it.
So we were like, okay, let's just go to Home Goods, Target, and see what we find.
And Home Goods had some good options.
Yeah, you can see in one of the videos that we saw 2. We liked it, but we were like, just let's keep looking. So we went to Target, which is next door, and we saw this one. We measured it. The height worked perfectly, and it was pretty affordable. That was $70. So we're going to have that one linked below.
So that's everything furniture, and then everything else is tech.
Yeah, so we had to do a little bit of research for purchasing our babies. We call them our babies because those are like the most expensive, like the biggest purchase that we had in our set, of course, which if we're doing a podcast, we really wanted the audio to sound great.
The main thing is our voice, so we had to make sure that we had good mics, which these ones are
Samsung Q9U, and
they sound very, very good. Yes, I would say.
And after watching a lot of YouTube videos, this was the one that
was the
most popular.
It wasn't the most popular, but it was well priced, and it was very aesthetic.
One thing, this girl, we were in between 2 mics, okay? One was like not significantly cheaper, but it was like with that price difference, we could have like gotten, I would say, I don't know, the chair or something. Yeah,
when you put it that way, that's true.
Yeah, but she had a point. So we were like, okay, let's just get the cleaner mic. So I hope you appreciate our aesthetic.
Yes, the aesthetic.
Our black and beautiful mic right here. But we were in between those 2 mics, and then we ended up getting this one, which we're very happy with.
Yes, we're very happy with it. It's very heavy, which we didn't expect.
Yeah, a lot heavier.
And these stands are on the cheap side. So
flimsy.
they're a little flimsy and don't hold the mic entirely well. So we're trying not to touch it. And Andrea's mic, we have like a contraption that's holding it together.
Yeah. And we had to put like a weight on the legs so it would balance the weight of the mic. So that's something to keep in mind. We're happy with the mics, not so happy with the stand, but we're going to link them below just in case.
And another reason that we got this mic versus the other one is that this one has not only the XLR cable, but also the USB-C. For now, we're using these cables that came with the mic, but they're very short. So you can see at the front, there's a black cable that's going at the front, which we don't want. And we want to be able to hide under the rug. So we're still trying to figure out the cable for the mic. Other than that, it works well.
Yeah, we had some issues in the beginning with connecting the mic to our laptop. We had to return one of the mics at some point because we didn't know that the orientation of the cable mattered. But now, I think with the audio, we are good. The other big purchase, I think that would be our first baby, would be the camera.
Yes. Baby number one. It's a good camera. I mean, when we first started filming, we got an SD card that wasn't compatible with 4K. So we had...
With like the camera settings that we wanted.
Yes, with the camera settings that we wanted to film in 4K, so higher quality than the first episode. So if you look back at the first episode, we're not excited about the quality of the video that came out.
I hope you can tell the difference.
Yes, hopefully this one looks a lot cleaner.
Since we had an SD card that wasn't compatible with the settings, the camera was heating up.
Yes. So I mean, it's still, even with the proper SD card, it's still showing us that it's heating.
If you have any idea why that happens, just let us know. Help your girls, because we are struggling. Like, you have no idea how many times the camera has turned off in the middle of recording. So
what's nice about this camera too is that the screen flips around. So right now we're able to get a little preview of what the shot looks like. And then we also got a dummy battery for it because the battery dies fairly quickly.
Yeah, so you don't need to be worried about charging
and all of that. And you don't technically, we shouldn't need to worry about the camera dying in the middle of us filming.
Yeah.
Because this battery connects directly to the wall.
So the last thing we wanted to touch on is the lighting. That's another important thing when you're filming. It can really change the mood and the quality, honestly, of the videos. And the ones that we got, we're pretty happy with those. We installed them and we haven't moved them since we put them in the corner of the room, on each side of the room. Yeah,
we have one on my right and one on Andrea's left. So I think it's called 3-point lighting, where you have two in front that are on either side of the subject. Usually the video that we watch is for one subject, but for us, because this light is further than that light, it still creates a nice shadow on our faces. So the third light source is this one in the middle, which we love, our little aura light, which adds a lot of, I don't want to say drama, but
we're not dramatic people, but it adds something.
It adds something.
We went through two other options before, so we're just going to like this one because we think this works the best. This is an exterior lighting, so it's very powerful. The other two that we ordered were not as powerful, so those were meant for darker spaces, and since ours is so illuminated, this one works the best. And you can see it come through the camera. This comes in different colors, so you can like switch the colors. We tried yellow, orange, and red. So these two lights, you can control the color temperature, so that's also really helpful too, to set the mood. You can make it more cool toned. We actually put it down to the warmer tone, warmest temperature. What else?
I think that's it. So we'll take the camera and we'll flip it around to show you what you don't see in the set.
Oh yeah, I think we made this side of the room work so nicely with like the limited amount of square footage. So I think it looks really nice. Let us know if you have any questions, if you want to get the draperies, if you have any questions about the dimensions that you have to get, the quantity, the effect that you want to achieve, or if you want honest feedback about the chairs, just let us know in the comments, ask questions.
And if you haven't yet seen us setting this whole thing up, be sure to go on our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where we posted shorts and reels. So our handle for all platforms is @AsYouArePod. So make sure you go and check it out.
And see you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.